At his presentation as Barcelona head coach, Xavi also answered questions from journalists. And although his answers seemed ordinary at first glance, by reading between the lines, one can understand how tough and radical the changes in the club will be. Let's break it down. This is Vamosito channel, and we begin. According to Xavi's answers, it's clear that he has already managed to familiarize himself with the internal affairs of the club. And it's obvious that he did not like much of it. The Spaniard intends to start fixing the situation with discipline. First, we need new rules. They will be strict. This is not a question of rigidity, but a question of the existence of norms. When we had norms in the locker room, everything went well. When that wasn't the case, problems began. So order is essential. We need to be professionals. Expectations and demands will be the highest. We will not come up with excuses and accept them, Xavi said. Indeed, looking at the team's results and some non-game moments that leaked to the press, we can say that there is no order in the team. Just remember the moment that happened in the last Barcelona match against Celta. Catalan midfielder Philippe Coutinho refused to substitute injured Ansu Fati. At that time, Barca were leading with a score of 3-0, and such an incident should not have affected the outcome. Eventually, young Alejandro Balde appeared on the pitch and had a rather weak match. However, the 18-year-old cannot be blamed for this, because a very small percentage of players are able to have matches worthy of Barcelona level at his age. As a result, the match turned upside down and Celta were able to make a comeback, leveling the score in the last added minute. This is how the lack of discipline played a cruel joke with Blaugrana, but nothing foreshadowed trouble. Where there are problems with discipline, there are always problems with the requirements for yourself and your teammates. Xavi also understands this very well and intends to raise the bar several times higher. When I left Barcelona, I said that we are the best team in the world, that there should be an increased responsibility at Barca, that we cannot draw or lose at Camp Nou, but should only win. I will ask the players to have greater personal requirements because we are Barcelona, the best club in the world. We need to implement the maximum requirements in our work. We need to make every effort, Xavi said. If it seems to you that this is just bravado and there can be no such problem at a club like Barcelona, then let's recall the interview with Sergio Aguero after he joined the club. At Man City, we came to practice an hour and a half in advance, and at Barcelona everyone comes 30 minutes before the start. I said, okay, I'll come at least an hour before the session to work out at the gym, but there was no one there. Everything was closed, god dang it. Aguero said in an interview with Diario Sport. With these words of Koen, you can understand the difference in organization between Man City and Barcelona, and how far the Catalans have fallen behind other leading clubs in the world. Xavi will have to fix it. Of course, they couldn't help but ask Xavi what ideas his players would relay. I came here prepared. My DNA is the same. We need to take responsibility, have possession of the ball, create chances and play intensely. Our mission is to save everything that has been lost, the coach explained. That is, the Spaniard sets the initial task to go back to the origins. Obviously, this means a return to football which was conducted by Johan Cruyff and Pep Guardiola. And as for the general vision of Barca's football, Xavi described it as follows. Barcelona is the most difficult club in the world. You need to play well and win here. A victory with a score of 1-0 is the 90th minute is not enough. We need to convince and return to our standards and excellence. Xavi knows what he's talking about because he was an integral part of the squads of Pep Guardiola and Luis Enrique, which terrified all opponents and when trips to Camp Nou turned into a living hell for them. Xavi wanted to travel as a player with both of these coaches and now strives to achieve the same as a coach himself. In the end, it's Cruyff's idea. My first defender is the striker and the first attacker is the goalkeeper. You have to work tactically, know what to do on the field in different situations, Xavi summed up. Smash that like button if you're inspired by Xavi's appointment and will watch his progress at Barcelona with interest. By team, we mean not only the players but also the staff and even the management. Xavi made it clear that he is concerned about the way the medical staff works. His fears, of course, stem from the fact that the club's infirmary is constantly overcrowded. Barcelona fans desperately gather squads of players who are injured and compare them with players who are ready to enter the pitch. Comparisons, by the way, are not always in favor of fit players. Obviously, we are concerned. We have to regain order to see what the problem is and provide solutions. It is a task for the medical team. We have an idea, but we have to talk to the president. We have to recover players, Xavi stated. There is a certainty that not everyone from the club medical department will keep their positions. When it comes to injuries, Ousmane Dembele is always mentioned. What surprised many fans was Xavi's desire to renew the contract with the Frenchman, despite the fact that he spent more time on a treatment than playing. There will always be injuries. The problem is that there are too many. You have to train well, prevent players from suffering injuries in the gym. Do all kinds of things so that the player is well. For me, Dembele can be the best in the world in his position by working. I have no doubt that he can make a difference at Barcelona and be a world star. We have to help him. His renewal is a priority, of course, Xavi explained. As for the other players, the manager indirectly made it clear that he was not entirely happy with their level when asked if he would like to coach Leo Messi. Yes, I led with a desire to coach not only Messi but also Ito and Ronaldinho. We can no longer think about those who are not in our squad. You need to work with those who are. Messi sent me a message and wished me luck, Xavi said. So, we have reason to expect some signings soon. Everything will depend on the financial state of the club. Among the most high-profile potential newcomers, the names of Raheem Sterling and Jules Koundé are mentioned most often. Tell us in the comments below which players you think Barca need to sign and which ones to sell. In addition, Xavi hinted that he wants more club legends with leadership qualities to appear in the club. The combination of dedication and leadership should accelerate Barcelona's journey to the top. Leaders must be in the management and the staff. Everyone has to contribute. Messi was a great leader, but very shy. Iniesta as well. Puyol was a leader both in the locker room and outside of it, the coach summed up. So we're waiting for Carlos Puyol in Barcelona management. Apart from that, Xavi clearly indicated that young players will play a critical role in his project. I come here to help youngsters to perform, to be happy. We count on everyone. We want to see them all and help them perform in training. We have very young players. We will give them power in the locker room, Xavi said. Those are very wise words and a decision from the manager. After all, it's very important for young footballers to hear this from a newly arrived coach. This will give them motivation and strength for further progress. But the most important thing is constant work and dedication. We have to work hard to achieve results. This is a medium and long-term project, Xavi summed up. Guys, we urge you to subscribe to our channel because, like Xavi, we need a lot of strong subscribers to reach the heights of football YouTube. So hurry up and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. As always, thank you for watching this video. You'll hear from us very soon and bye.